Hi, it is the human operating system time. So in the last weekend, I have shared my proposal on the 2020 Wing Chun chisel and 2020 the lower abs breathing. So please watch the two videos so that you can understand what I'm talking about today. So after I share this video, I got many messages from our Wing Chun friends around the world. Now, so today I like to share with you or to respond to the request from our Wing Chun friends on the core handling, which is one of the three core handling of the momentum base, or the three core which is used in the ancient Shao Lin short strike, where we need to reinstall today, which is I proposed in the 2020 Chisao video. Now, before I go into the details and so forth on this core, I like to make a disclaimer or address my positions. I love to do research, I love to share, I love into the educations, and I like to get into technology stuff. But I don't like those politics and business and so forth, which is, and the entire very competitive lineage and style, all kinds of stuff. So I choose to not participate in the Wing Chun related forum in the Facebook group anymore, because I do not belongs to those places. What I belongs to is, like in academic, we can discuss based on evidence and based on scientific. Okay, so that is my positions. And if you like my directions and what I present and sharing, since this is not belongs to any single lineage, but this is based on the ancient Wing Chun base, which is because it is a Shao Lin short strike. Okay, get my book, get my 4 books, because those books is written so that we today, especially we in the West, understand what is going on. Because the bottom line is we need to get result on what we train. And so we need to be effective. And again, because this textbook is not provoking violence, that is a type of the Chinese culture art textbooks, so that we understand what is going on. So I like to share with you this so that you know the difference between what I'm presenting and what is the other people practice. Okay. So only this way, when I'm presenting thing, I can tell you about the what happened in the past by evidence. It's not like usually you can see this. If I have only one of the core, like the arm core, and I don't know about my body core or momentum handling, I don't know my footwork core of momentum handling, then if somebody say or somebody critiques me, then I'll come like this. Well, come fight me, okay, fight me. But well, you know, technically you look at it, if you look at it objectively, scientifically, and based on evidence, you look at it and say, hey, come on, you only have the arm handling. You don't have the core handling, you don't have the footwork handling. How are you going to supposed to make the entire thing works properly? Okay, so objectively one can look into things this way because it is like engineering. You look at that design, you say, okay, this is missing, okay? So instead of say, well, I'm missing, but I want to challenge you. Well, that proved nothing, okay? So education means not going that way. Know exactly what it is. And again, like today, I'm going to share with you this core handling. Remember the arm handling, the core handling, and the feet handling. Today, I want to share with you this core handling. Now, if we in Wing Chun do not have this core handling, then it is impossible to fight this close, or fight this close, or impossible to call it as a Wing Chun short strike art. Now, you got an issue here. If you look at like Xi Xiaodong and all this MMA, BJJ fighting, people have to go this close, right? Today in MMA, in Xi Xiaodong, everything. Now, where are you going to get this core handling part inside there? Are you going to get it from BJJ and call it Wing Chun? Or are you going to get it from Western boxing, call it Wing Chun? Or are you going to get it from the judo or wrestling and call it Wing Chun? Well, it is not legit, right? Well, you have to be honest because this is engineering. This is technology. Well, people will find out and know what you are doing. So, because there's many experts out there, okay? So one cannot blind the eyes and do not know that there's a core handling there, and then just go get BJJ stuff or judo stuff or Western boxing stuff or wrestling stuff, and then or Shuai Jiao stuff, and then you say, well, this is Wing Chun. Well, that's not legit. If we want to follow, Wing Chun is a Shao Lin short strike art, or Wing Chun is a Shao Lin short strike derived art. Okay? And so, in that case, the throw of Wing Chun, the close body, remember Wing Chun is famous in the sticking body, sticking, okay, like Qi Sao, Qi, the body, and how to eat up space, and how to throw, and how to sweep since ancient time. So, where is this part of thing coming in? Okay? So the education is needed. Many things need to be reinstalled because we need to face the reality. If the technology, the component is not there anymore, admit it. And what is wrong with you reinstall it from the Shaolin short strike base? And Shaolin short strike is based in traditional Chinese martial art up to General Qi Ji Guang 450 years. What's wrong with that? Rather than you go out and you take from BJJ, you take from Shaolin, you take from judo, wrestling, Western boxing, and you say this is my Wing Chun. Well, is that Wing Chun? Okay. So after this, yes, core is very critical for short strike art like Wing Chun. It's written in black and white, cast in stone. Everybody who really serious on Chinese martial art short strike know this. The dominant is the core and the feet handling. So today we want to go into the core handling. Okay, core handling. Let's quote the Shaolin short strike core handling, or Shao Lin Duan Da Shen Fa. So you know that I did not create this. Okay. So in Shao Lin Duan Da Shen Fa, it said this. It said, 紧依门墙, close to your opponent, as if your opponent is a wall. Okay? Get close. 紧依门墙, tightly close. Okay? 自顶自足 from your head up to your toe. 节转轮坊 every joint is spinning and guarding itself. Every joint, okay? 结应结应变化 receive, response, and make change. So this is 锦衣门墙自顶自足节转轮坊接应变化 I don't create this. This is written in the Shao Lin Short Strike Classic 1784. It is adapting the traditional Chinese martial arts, short strike arts, common denominator of handling of this body. Okay, so there are 4 techniques in this core handling, meaning that there are 4 techniques in this core handling of manipulating impulse momentum. 4 basic handling. Okay, just now I share with you the Shao Lin kuit, and this is the method within it. And of course, I have to study with a lot of teachers, research into it, and track into it, and now there's 4 basic common. Okay. So the first technique is what? Crushing. Crushing. So this is using as in you shoot in, you crush his center axis, or you can say it crush the structure, or disrupt the structure. That's the first technique of this body core handling. Okay. The second techniques of the core handling is leaning. You lean into his center axis or his structure. You want to load his axis and structure so that you make it ineffective. You load this is leaning. Okay? And then the third one is pressing. Pressing, you want to tilt his structure or his center axis. You want to tilt him. And of course, you know why you want to tilt him? You want to take down. Because you tilt one way, you press one way, he's going to change and you're going to change, and it's set up for takedown. And when you're leaning, you can actually disarm him, okay? And the fourth is torquing. Torquing is you want to disintegrate his structure. So there's 4, the crush in, the second is leaning, the third is pressing, the fourth is torquing. Okay, so that is the body core techniques of handling momentum, which is the Sen Fa. And this is the detail. Often people won't tell you this. People will just quote the Shao Lin kuit as what I share with you, but even that, not many people know about that kuit. And now from that kuit, we have that 4 techniques. Okay, so that is why one needs to practice to train these 4 techniques for this close of handling. That is why you have 3 core of momentum, impulse momentum handling core there, as I propose, that need to be put in Chi Sao and so forth, because this is the arm techniques. This is the arm techniques. He doesn't talk about, I just be here, it can be crush, it can be lean, it can be press, it can be torque. It's just contact point here. I can contact here and I can do 4 things. If this is not open up to tell everybody, it's very difficult to find it out unless one is genius. So, well, do I spend a lot of time, a lot of bowing, a lot of money to to beg for a teacher to teach me this? Yes. But I want to share this. Why? Because this is education. This is Chinese culture. This is Shao Lin short strike culture. This is Wing Chun culture. If you miss it, you miss it. What to argue? Okay? So, this is the 4 things. Now, so it is very clear, you can see now, your all-hand technique do not cover this 4. At the touching point, the sticking point, you have 4 techniques there you can use, can change. And it support, as the kuit say, it support by the entire body. Of course, it's going to support by this leg, right? Because the kuit say from top of the head down to the toe, the joint spins and it guards itself. That is where the 7 balls come in. Okay? So you see, whatever I present in my books and so forth, they are actually as an integration, step by step. It built all this thing up. Without the 7 balls and everything handling, you cannot do it. So, with this body handling, you know technically one thing. If we keeping practice structure this way, we are not going to be able to do this. If we keeping putting the weight behind the weight in the back leg, there's no way you can do this. Okay? Technical with technical. Let's not get into say, oh, who is the authentic? Forget about this. Because if we don't have this ingredient, we are not going to make things happen. And we'll end up to get from BJJ, from other arts, and then we call it Wing Chun. Well, that's not Wing Chun because it's not designed that way. Okay? So if you know this, there are tons of stuff in the ancient classic you can read into it. This is the key to open the library or the knowledge of the past. Without this, without understand this, you can decode things. I spend my lifetime to want to get all these keys so I can understand what the ancient talking about. That's my goal. My goal is not be a grandmaster or the best fighter. My goal is I want to know what the heck is going on here. So, hopefully today you're clear with this. And with this, you know the chi sao this way. It's not going to do it. However, the chi sao of this, the circular chi sao using the noi lim, oi lim, which is the ancient, the older type of chi sao, that is where you can play. So if you want to set a 2020 chi sao platform, this chi sao platform, it can do its job, but not this body work and the footwork job. While the circular chi sao be able to do the arm strike job, arm strike get in, job. While you're doing this chi sao face to face forward, you cannot do it. This is good if you want to practice your arm techniques, but not the 3. Again, this is reality, what happened in the past. That's why I prefer to be in educations and academic research and so forth. Otherwise, you're going to shoot me. Like, I'm against this master, I against this grandmaster, I against this lineage. Well, I'm not against anybody, I just tell you what happened. Okay? If you're missing that, you're missing that. And also, the wooden dummy doesn't work for this thing. That's why I use wall. You see, always I use wall. Force flow, all kind of stuff, I use wall. Then the Shao Lin kuit just now say 锦衣门墙. Well, 门墙 is actually the door and the wall. Meaning that the opponent's body and the openings. So, using wall, get this close. Okay? That is how you develop this core part. So, This is what I'd like to share with you. Remember, Wing Chun have this part. Wing Chun have that 4 basic technique, the same with Shao Lin short strike. Otherwise, you will not be able to decode what is in the kuit of the past. So this is to share with you today. Again, if you like my directions, get my books. It's nothing to do with lineage, not even the style. It is to presenting what is Chinese culture. Instead of we keep, because I might like or might dislike, and many people like us, we all human, would like to defend our father, our grandmaster, our lineage. Well, when you get into that, it get into a different style. Here I'm talking about technical. You have it, you have it. You don't have it, you don't have it. If you don't train and then be able to get here, when the opponent is in front of me, I will not be able to use it. Right? So this is for you today.